To create the reference photo for your shoe art, you'll need one pair of shoes. Find a surface to place your shoes on that is plain, consistent. It's okay if it has some pattern. Like I'm thinking like maybe your kitchen floor might have like a tile pattern, but it has a fairly consistent color, so that would be okay. Or, you know, a rug that has a consistent color. It's okay if the rug has a bit of a texture, as rugs do. Here I'm using my white drafting table, so that's going to work well. Also keep in mind what's behind the shoes. So in this example, you see a piece of a painting that I'm working on, and I think that that could make some interesting shapes in the composition because there are shapes in the painting. Other than that, it's just sort of the plain wall behind the shoes. So in other words, be aware of the environment that you're placing the shoes, and it should be fairly plain, but it's okay if it has some shape variety. Choose a pair of shoes that have an interesting shape, maybe some nice pattern, a cool design, interesting eyes and laces. Then spend some time arranging them, and your goal is to have like two different viewpoints. So as you can see in this example, we've got kind of a top side view on the one shoe, and then I want something different with the second shoe. So maybe like a complete top view, or here we have kind of where the toe of the shoe is in the foreground, which is sometimes difficult to draw because it involves foreshortening. You might need to use something to prop one of the shoes up with, unless you can make it work so that they're kind of holding each other up, which is what I'm attempting to do here. So there's kind of a top view and a not quite top view of the second one. So just try to get two different viewpoints. So that's step one. Now, step two involves lighting. What you're seeing here is that I have a desk lamp, and I've turned it on. What I'm trying to do is create some strong shadows. Now, in order to do that, I also had to turn the overhead light off that is in my studio here. So you might have to do that as well. In other words, you make the environment pretty dark, and then you have one dominant light source, like a lamp of some sort. And then, instead of having the lamp shining right from the top down, which is going to create diffuse lighting, we want to move the light to just one side. So here I've moved the light to the left side of the shoes, and I'm trying to create some cast shadows, say over on the right side. But I also want some strong shadow shapes to be visible on the shoes themselves. So you'll have to play around with lighting a little bit. But your goal is to create some strong shadow shapes, some strong highlights, and then some values in between, like some middle values. So once you are satisfied with the lighting and you are satisfied with the arrangement of the shoes, then take a photo. Now, when you take the photo, you don't have to be too close to the shoes, but you don't want to be too far away. You want to include some of the space around the shoes, but not too much of it because you want to be close to the subject matter.